those will include some topics which are not there in class 10th, and that is where you will waste your time. Waste your time in the excess syllabus that is not going to come in your boards. You have to take care of not to study at all from the books, previous books, okay? Hello everyone, welcome to Diksha Vedantu. This is your Aditi ma'am, and this video is going to be very important for you, and you will know that in just a minute. Now most of you, including me, we were the kind of students who used to take books from our seniors, from our cousins, from our relatives, right? From our older siblings. Now this time when you are entering class 10th, why this video is important? Because those books that you're going to get, the previous books, those will include some topics which are not there in class 10th. And while you are revising, while you are preparing for class 10th boards, you might come across those topics if you are using previous books, and that is where you will waste your time. Right? So in this video, I am your Aditi ma'am is going to tell you the exact syllabus as well as the deleted topics from class 10th so that you don't get yourself in that, okay? So you don't waste your time in the excess syllabus that is not going to come in your boards, okay? Let's start with the very first. So the first topic, this is your whole syllabus, okay? You'll have 5 units total 100 marks out of 80 are in your hands. 20 is your internal assessment, but 80 is directly from theory. Now in that 80, chemical substance, nature and behavior, that is your chemistry, that includes your 25 marks, okay? This is chemistry. Then world of living, it's actually biology, that is 25 marks. Natural phenomena, 12 marks. Now this natural phenomena is physics, light, human eye, those kind of chapters. Effects of current, also physics, that is electric current and your magnetic effects of electric current. Then natural resources is again a different but comes under bio, okay? So these 5 units consist of your 80 marks. And while we'll see the syllabus, we'll also see the deleted topics from these. Now coming to chemistry, that is your unit 1. You'll have following chapters in your chemistry, okay? The first one is chemical reactions and equation. Very simple, very basic. We'll look at that, we'll go through one by one. Okay, next we have acid, bases and salts, in which we'll talk about acid and bases, what are acid, their properties, how the litmus color changes, their litmus paper changes its color, okay, and all that stuff. Then metals and non-metals, their properties, malleability, ductility and all those kind of things. Then carbon and its compounds, it is a very important chapter for class 10th as well as your higher studies, okay, because carbon is a very tricky compound. You will see when we do that chapter, okay. Now what are the deleted chapters of chemistry that you have to take care of not to study at all from the books, previous books, okay? So we'll start with periodic classification. This whole chapter is gone, whole chapter is deleted, okay? What are the topics that you have to be very careful? Classification of periodic classification is the name. So classification, modern periodic table, nothing is there. Atomic number, nothing, all that stuff. Newland's law, Mendeleev's periodic table, Dobonier's traits, nothing is there. The whole chapter is gone. Okay, next moving on to biology, we have unit 2. In unit 2, we'll see about life processes, okay? Very simple basic chapter, mostly about respiration and all the human anatomy stuff to get you the basics of biology, okay? Then control and coordination, we'll see about neurons, how our brain works, how we control and coordinate my hands according to the brain neuron signals, right? That is it. Then reproduction and then heredity and evolution. Now in this whole chapter, evolution is completely gone. Evolution is gone, okay? So this whole chapter is gone in evolution, the basic concepts of evolution as well as the classification, the whole part. From this whole chapter, heredity and evolution, only heredity is there, evolution is not there anymore. So make sure if you are seeing any topic based on evolution, you consult your teachers or you consult our videos before. Okay, next we have in physics lots of topics are removed. Okay, so first is light, reflection and refraction. The one shot and even the 30-minute video is already on our channel, so go watch that. It has been explained in a very gist and crispy way, so you'll love it. So the first is light, we'll study all about that. Human eye and the colorful world, we'll see about human eye, what are the parts of human eye and all that. Then we move on to electricity. Unit 3 is electricity. and magnetic effects of electric current. When you play with magnets and how those magnets affect electricity. Yes, they do affect electricity. How will that? We'll study all about that. And what are the chapters that are deleted? So first, in human eye, the whole chapter is not deleted, but in human eye, color change of sky at sunrise and sunset. You know, at sunrise and sunset, the sky becomes a little yellowish. So that was the topic before, but now it is deleted. Okay, these whole topics are deleted. And from magnetic effects of electric current, lots of topics are deleted. And these are maybe a little bit higher level of topics. So they have deleted all these. What are these? Electric motor, the whole is gone. Electromagnetic induction, induced potential difference, induced current, Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule is still there in the chapter in your syllabus, but Fleming's right hand rule is completely gone. And next we have electric generator. So all these, this whole slide, it's completely gone. If you see any of these topics, make sure you don't waste your time on those topics as well. Okay, and the next unit we have natural resources, that is our environment. And we'll study about food chains and how organisms in our environment lead their lives, what are the layers of atmosphere and all that stuff. Okay, basic physics or basic science that you should know about your environment. Okay, that is it for this video. These are the basic chapters which are new, which are deleted, and what you have to focus on. Make sure you're not focusing on the deleted topics, because I also used to get the books from my seniors, from my siblings, right? So if you also do that, that's a healthy way. It's great initiative. You lessen the pollution as well, but that means you have to be very careful about all the chapters, about all the topics in that book as well. Okay, so just go through it, go through this video, maybe match the chapters, and you'll be all set. I'll meet you in the next one. Bye.